Good afternoon, teacher Diana and all fellows from Language, Society and Culture. This video is intended to show you a little bit what is about this project, and it is named Recognizement of Continent Cultures. My name is Santiago Martinez, and it is a pleasure for me to telling you this video. This project aims to bring students from B1 to B2 in accordance with the Common European Framework of Languages. The objective of this project is to discuss the role that cultural traditions and practices play in our daily life and promote acceptance and inclusion of differences and nationalities among cultures. I decided to make this project based in the ethnicity and racial identity and how we can find some differences or similarities among continents. By sharing one culture of each continent, I think we could provide a set or interest way to see how we are going to develop this activity. The activity is based in the content-based learning. The first step of activity is looking for information of the following countries: Spain, Russia, United States of America, Colombia, Egypt, Japan, and Australia. Each of them represents one continent and somehow is the biggest or the meaningful culture for for the Colombian context. Once all the information be gathered, students need to brainstorm some examples of the culture as well to teach or to share with all the students or all the mates all the information they gathered. By instance, speaking English or speaking Spanish, speaking which language in which country. They should need or they are bringing to class some elements as food, clothes, some distinctives. If is the case, they can bring money as well if it is fake printed or is real money. Some coins, pictures, portraits of famous people of the country or the president or whatever. End of the brainstorm, the students will assign a flashcard. They could draw it or print it or do it written, but the information need to comply with some requirements as name of the country, add flag, the map, or the draw of the place. The continental location respects its neighbors or its frontiers, if it is an island where it's located. The language, including an example of of the language of the writing system if they have another alphabet, and typical food that is important. It's an important cultural element, and some sport that where the country feel identified or have the biggest award or it means a lot from its society. The next step for students is to prepare costumes, clothes, facts, or paraphernalia and decoration related with the country. This activity will be in charge to tell students or for them to fabricate their own flashcards in base of the information they already gathered. So it is important to have good information reviewed by the teacher in this step. Also, it will be interesting if students could have the possibility to recreate or to try to simulate the accent of the country by speaking English. It will be a bit hard, but if students want, they can look for the news, for series, radio, or songs of the country. If it is the case, for they to understand better what is the accent on. Finally, the assessment of this activity will be a representation of the country to share the culture that they had researched previously and with which they have made the flashcard. This assessment will be made by the teacher or the observants and will have some questions that we'll review in a while. Well, the question for the assessments is how good was elaborated the flashcards Did those contain relevant information that could be used? The question for the assessment is, how good was elaborated the flashcards? Did those contain relevant information that could be used? Was there evidence of quality work in flashcards? Did the student perform a nice speech? Was there evidence of reflection about learning from students? Was the customer representation of country nicely made? Well, I think that is all for this project. I hope you had learned or realized that there's a lot of things we can do based on cultural awareness or identity. And that's it. Thank you very much.